Hi, I'm Brianna. I'm an author. This is Bo. He's a gremlin. I make posts about writing, querying, publishing, and my experiences on this somewhat strange but also exciting journey. If you don't feel like watching this whole video, all of my posts are also available in full written form on my Substack, which I have linked below. Thank you. Okay, intros and housekeeping out of the way. Today's actual post. So I knew that getting an agent was the dream, and 10 out of 10 as expected. It's great. What I hadn't expected or even thought about ahead of time was that getting an agent also meant that I would get agent siblings, which are other authors also represented by my agent. And publishing is hard and weird and often confusing. You cannot make it through without a good support system. And I have multiple support systems, which totally recommend that. And now one of those is my cohort of agent Sibs. And every group is different, and this is something that can vary widely. So for some groups, they're close, either with a handful of individuals, or they have a group chat of some kind, WhatsApp, Slack, Facebook group. We have a Discord. Some are connected, but only talk from time to time. Some haven't spoken to any of their agents, other clients at all. And all of those are totally valid, although when I talk to authors who are unhappy with their agent, it's often ones who don't talk to their agent Sibs, so they don't know whether the things bothering them are normal, like maybe their agent is currently taking a really long time to respond to all of her clients, or whether it's something to be genuinely concerned about. Which, to be clear, I'm also not saying that everyone who isn't friendly with their agent Sibs is or will be unhappy with their agent, or that knowing your agent Sibs will mean you're always happy with how things go. You can learn so much from talking with others, though, whether that's connecting to some of an agent's other clients before you accept an offer of rep, or touching base with agent Sibs at any point after signing. And as a new author, having agent Sibs to check in with kind of helps me to see the variety of ways that things in publishing can go beyond my little corner of all of this. My own experience was a whirlwind. I was on sub for a matter of weeks before getting my deal, and I know that's not always going to be the case. I will have longer periods of being on submission. I may have books die on sub in the future. And so it's nice to see kind of the encouragement and support that my agent Sibs continue to get from each other and from our agent, even if they aren't having that whirlwind experience. Publishing is also an industry full of secrets and waiting. Really, really exciting things happen, and you can't just go scream about it on your social media. So having a private space with trusted people where you can go talk in all caps and overuse excited emojis is really crucial. Also, every time our agent makes a vague post on social media about something exciting happening behind the scenes, I guarantee we're either already celebrating in chat, or one of us is immediately popping up asking who we're celebrating today. Publishing can often make writers feel like they're in competition with each other. I've never liked that mindset, and I am so genuinely excited for every one of them to succeed, and their wins feel like my wins too. And our group is one where we are constantly uplifting and encouraging each other, whether that's bolstering spirits for those on sub, or giving reassurance that, no, you haven't ruined your book with edits. We have the space to ask questions that maybe seem too silly or minor to bother our agent with, while also reminding each other that she will not mind a silly question. And we can also check in whether something is normal, or at least a shared experience, since normal often doesn't seem to exist in publishing. To me, our agent Sib camaraderie is an indicator of our agent as a person. She's incredibly kind and supportive of all of us, and that fosters a culture of kind, supportive agent Sibs. And this doesn't look the same with every cohort or every agent. We're lucky that one of our agent's first clients created our Discord. Thank you, Kayla. And we proactively recruit new clients to join that space. And all groups will do things differently. But if you're considering an offer, you can ask an agent how their clients connect or support each other. And that may be something that happens at an individual agent level, or a broader agency level, or both. As I mentioned at the start of this, I do have multiple support systems. My writing group that helped me through the query trenches is my home, my family, always, breadbasket forever. They continue to be unwaveringly supportive. But I've also loved getting a whole new branch added to my writing family tree. So even though this little band of agent Sibs wasn't at all something I anticipated, they've been such a wonderful perk. And finding people who uplift you is critical, but so is finding people you can uplift as you share this journey. So here's a bit of shameless uplifting and promotion of recently released and upcoming books from some of my fellow members of Team Jenna, just maybe Jenna-nites, Sad-Earth mates. We're still workshopping collective nouns. But in young adult, Colleen Alice recently released a young adult retelling of Jane Eyre, which is called The Hound of Thornfield High. Kayla Harris has her debut, The Ground That Devours Us, which is a young adult dark romantasy with vampires and some Eat the Rich vibes, and that comes out on June 3rd of this year, 2025. Alex Rittney has a time-twisty, speculative young adult, Maybe Tomorrow I'll Know, which is coming out in early 2026, but they also have 2 other novels which are already released that you can also check out, which are great. On the adult side, Dana Hawkins writes adorably sweet sapphic romances. Her latest, So Not My Type, came out in January, and she has at least 3 more books lined up, 2 coming out this year in August and October 2025, and then another next February 2026. She's an absolute powerhouse over there. Claire Varner has her debut, Moon Rising, which is an adult sci-fi that's set on a lunar colony, also has this gorgeous cover, and it's coming out on July 8th, 2025. Chuck Storla's debut, Murder Two Doors Down, is a humorous adult murder mystery that's coming out this fall, 2025. Ashley Tropea's ancient Egyptian-inspired adult romantasy, The Shrouded Queen, which is a title I absolutely love, is coming out in early 2026. And then Jennifer Vanderkleet's debut, The Better Mother, is a psychological thriller that takes inspiration from Am I the Asshole and then carries that into a darker, creepier place. And that's slated to come out in early 2026 as well. And in case you were wondering, yes, I absolutely have a spreadsheet to keep track of the books and release dates for each of my agent siblings. And yes, this post was primarily just an excuse to hype some amazing people I've met on my publishing journey, but in an industry that's full of rejections and secrets and disappointments, I see zero reason not to take a moment to celebrate people whenever and however you can. That's all Bo and I have for you today. I am really interested in highlighting and sharing more stories beyond my own personal publishing experience. So my next post will be my very first post interviewing some other authors. So I'll be talking with 2 indie or self-pub authors to learn more about that route to publishing and their experiences with it. So if you haven't already, you can subscribe here, or you can subscribe over on my Substack to get that delivered straight to your inbox when it comes out. Thanks. Bye. Okay. We're all done now.